All right, time for another video. And this time we got a huge, big old fat stack of PS2 games. So let's get into it. We got OG Kingdom Hearts here for the PlayStation 2. Back when Disney decided to get in the bed with Square Enix. And it was a pretty fun game, actually. Really good action RPG. A lot of fun and has a lot of charm, too. Even if you don't like Disney. And of course, you got the Guitar Hero games. They were super popular. And here's one I know everybody loves. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The game where you could make your main character fat. Pretty sure if you did nothing but eat junk food, CJ would get like super fat or something like that. Here's Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Holy moly, what a great game this one is. So I'm really excited for the remake, personally. But man, honestly, how can you improve upon this? The PS2 game is just so good. It's such a fun, like, sandbox stealth game. And speaking of stealth, we got Sly 3, which I've never played the Sly Cooper games, but they look beautiful. And I know that they're super duper popular. And they're made from the people who did Uncharted, I think, right? Naughty Dog? Or Sucker Punch? One of them. Someone made the game. Did they ever do Sly 4? I don't think they did. But yeah, we got a big stack of PS2 games here, which is always exciting. Always love to see the PS2 games come in. It was such a perfect system, to be completely honest with you. Not only did it play PlayStation 1 games, but the PS2 era was kind of the peak of video games, if you ask me. We had pretty good graphics to where you could tell what was going on. You could render 3D images. I don't know what this American video sticker is. You could actually render 3D images and not have it be 10 frames per second. And yet, we still had a lot of gameplay innovation and just a lot of genres represented. And a lot of new genres that came into being, like the flying games were, I think, considerably better on the PS2, like Ace Combat, stuff like that. And yeah, we got a lot of hidden gems too here, like Extermination. Pretty weird game there. And of course, we had the mass market games like the Guitar Heroes. Look at that dude's hair. That guy is definitely punk rock. I love it. My God, they made a lot of them. Guitar Hero 2. What a Britney's Dance Beat, yeah. We still had shovelware games. God. Will Britney's Dance Beat ever be a $100 game? I don't know. Maybe one day. But yeah, a lot of good stuff. Here's let me pull out some cool ones here. Medal of Honor. Another series that kind of got started in around this time. Really, really fun first-person shooter. Especially if you like the World War II Call of Duty games. Check out the Medal of Honor games. And even fishing games. Top Angler. Real bass fishing. This is... fishing. Goddamn fishing games. I'll never understand them. Even though I love fishing mini games and RPGs and stuff, actual fishing games are always so ridiculous with their box art. Yeah, what else have we got here? We got Kill Switch. That's a neat little game I need to play. Destroy All Humans. Another hilarious, kind of like Ratchet and Clank, honestly. But you're like this alien you're like a stereotypical alien from space. You abduct cows and you fly around in a 60s style UFO and just blow up buildings and all that. It's really good stuff. Let's see here. Jet Li Rise to Honor. I think that's like a beat 'em up, sort of. I mean, it's got Jet Li, so I assume a Jet Li game that doesn't involve him doing martial arts would be very interesting. Here's Crash to Insanity. People forget that they did a lot of Crash Bandicoot games on the PS2. And I hear they're pretty good. I don't know what's going on here, though. There's some interesting foreplay going on there with Crash and whatever this scientist is. He's just slapping Crash Bandicoot on the ass there. Here's Cortex. That's his name. Professor Cortex or something. Man, I don't know. I'm not a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. I like the commercials. I think the Crash Bandicoot commercials are hilarious. All right, what do we got here? Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Fantastic game. I can't even hold these games. God of War 2. Call of Duty World at War. Good stuff. Strike Force Bowling. maybe not. Maybe not Strike Force Bowling. What else we got here? We got the Hot Shots game. We've got Gun, which is old school Wild West shooter. Pretty fun. Pretty arcadey kind of game. Pretty hilarious, admittedly, too. Very silly, kind of janky game. Hot Shot Tennis. What? I didn't know it was a Hot Shot Tennis game. I thought it was strictly golf. Yep, Hot Shots Golf 3, 4. What else have we got here? We got Max Payne there, I say. Max Payne games. Those are some great games. I only played a little bit of the first one. But Max Payne 1 and 2, I always love this, by the way. A man with nothing to lose. Do not cross. God, I miss old Rockstar, man. Back when they were doing Max Payne and the Grand Theft Autos. It's been, I mean, dude, Grand Theft Auto 6 still isn't out. We're still stuck on 5. Here's Silent Hill 4, The Room. This is one of the very expensive PS2 games. Probably because it's a Silent Hill game. People love the Silent Hill series. Yeah, 140. I haven't played it, but I played 1 and 2. So I'm slowly working through the series. I gotta play Silent Hill 3. Here we've got another Max Payne. Here's the sequel, Max Payne 2. Fall of Max Payne. I'm not sure what this one's about, or I assume it's about the fall of Max Payne. But I know people really like the first 2 games. And when I played the first one, solid stuff. Solid stuff. I'll have to play through these games one day. They seem really interesting to me. I like those not too serious third-person shooters. You got your bullet time, stuff like that. So let's see what else we got here. Let's find some interesting ones. Got some Turok. What is Gadget Racers? What the hell is this? It's like some kids racing game of some sorts. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Gear Up and Go. All right. Wow, 97 courses? That sounds pretty nuts. War Jets. War Jets is apparently like a flying game version of Battle Tanks, which means I need to play it. But it'll probably take me a while. It looks cool. Looks sweet. What else do we got here? Oh, yes, the SOCOM games. And Turok. Turok Evolution. I like the N64 Turok games. They were a lot of fun. I don't know about this Evolution one for the PS2, but I'm willing to give it a shot. But what about the good old SOCOM games? Now, these games... Ooh, boy. These games were big. This was like the big multiplayer game on the PS2, I believe. Navy SEAL, kind of like Rainbow Six, sort of, but a third-person shooter. I never got super into them, but what little I played, I thought were really awesome. I love those kind of military simulator squad-based games, and apparently the SOCOM games were huge multiplayer. Here's another really good multiplayer game, Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Gauntlet series, dude, if you do local multiplayer at all, you've got to play Gauntlet, dude. They're just such fun beat-em-up games. If you want something simpler than the Dark Alliance, X-Men Legends kind of games, then go with Gauntlet. What else do we got here? We got NFL Street, Frogger, GTA 3. I got to show off some of this stuff here. God, like I said, there's just so much good stuff for the PS2. The NFL Street games. Look how ridiculous this is, by the way. He's going to run up a wall to catch a football. And honestly, the game's really fun. I played NFL Street 1, and it was really cool. Grand Theft Auto 3, the one that started it all. What else we got here? We've got the SSX games. Really, really good snowboarding games. Crazy amounts of fun. Definitely one you guys got to check out. And here's Red Faction 1. I only played Red Faction 2, but it was a lot of fun. And I would love to go back and check out Red Faction 1. Oh my god, there's still so many games. What else we got here? We got God of War game, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Dark Alliance 1 and 2. We'll check these ones out here. Code Veronica. This is when Resident Evil 2, or when Resident Evil went into the PS2 era. Some people don't like it. I've never played too much of it myself, but I'm willing to give it a fair shake. I find that a lot of times when people say X game wasn't as good as the previous one, there's a lot of hyperbole involved. Resident Evil's Resident Evil to me. They would really have to mess it up for me not to like it. Of course, Dark Alliance 1 and 2, amazing games. What else we got here? Here we go. Resident Evil 4. I think, yeah, Resident Evil 4 came after Code Veronica, I believe. Because I think Code Veronica first came out for the Dreamcast. Resident Evil 4, obviously an amazing game. And Def Jam Fight for New York. God, hilarious, hilariously awesome wrestling game, actually. It is a wrestling game, Def Jam Fight for New York. Very simple, not too complex, and just absolutely hilarious. I don't care about rap at all, and I love Def Jam. It's so ridiculous. You kind of have to love it. What else here? You got Beyond Good and Evil. It's kind of like a cult classic that I got to check out. Ace Combat 5. Here we go. Even though I'm the only Ace Combat fan out there, I love Ace Combat 5. It might be my favorite. And here's Resident Evil Outbreak. These are the multiplayer Resident Evil games. And sadly, they need to bring them back, man. Because the multiplayer on the PS2, I don't think there's many people playing PS2 online these days. But they need to bring back the Outbreak games, man. I would kill someone to play Resident Evil Outbreak. The original Outbreak 1 and 2 multiplayer again. They seem like such fun games. And yeah, Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I mean, really, there's so much stuff. Lots of stuff here, guys. And hey, I want to remind you guys, if you want to come check out and hang out with me, we stream every weekday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And also, you can always reach out to the store on Facebook or on our Discord if you want to buy some of these games. I'll see you guys next time.